Welcome back, everybody. Please comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, this is going to be a short video. I'm going to go over the Baddie reunion, part 1. And then I'm going to jump into a little bit of chapter 2, Baddies. I'm not going to even lie to you. The first part of the reunion of the Baddie was a hot, sloppy, drunk mess. It was pretty boring for the most part. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I'm not going to even front. When they first come in, they do like the little confessional, well, not the confessionals, but they sit down and talk to each other about the gossip that's been happening over the season. And that was boring, pretty much the same old same. I'm just gonna do the highlights of this part 1, because like I said, it wasn't really too much. We got Rolly versus Nat. Nat, she was on something or drunk allegedly, because she was just all over the place. Her and Diamond Body, I don't know, maybe they're just bored at their mind too. But Diamond Body was falling asleep. It was just given that they is way too old to be doing all this nonsense. Y'all need to bring out the new and younger girls. Now, Rolly's talking about she's mad at Natalie because apparently, I guess when she had surgery, Natalie put her on blast because she couldn't make it to her birthday or whatever. And it's with these two. Do y'all just do this every reunion? Because y'all be good the whole season. It's like every reunion, they just fight out of something. They hate each other. And then I'm pretty sure in the next chapter, they're going to be best friends. And then when the reunion comes, they're going to fight. So that little drama with them, I'm pretty sure they probably set that up. The same with Nelly and Diamond Body. She got on there talking about, Diamond Body got on there talking about Nelly put her on. She don't hate her. And she got love for Nelly. Now, you see production, they were all coming out trying to talk to other girls. I think, allegedly, I think Diamond probably was supposed to start some fake ass beef or something. Because, like I said, everybody was looking confused. I guess they had supposed to, because when we were watching the season, her and Nelly got into it. But sometimes they be faking the front. Everybody was confused. It was just, so with her and Rolly, it's the audience members, they get up, they start screaming. Like, y'all seen the clip. Actually, I ain't got to explain. I'm going to show y'all just the clip. This is what happened, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Just like that. And the video's on my page if y'all want to check it out. Some of my shorts. I said it really wasn't too much this first part. Rolly did knock the coins out of Natalie. That is the first fight. Natalie's all about her bag, so she gonna put on a show regardless. She gonna make sure you get your money worth. But that fight was just, it seemed so fake. And apparently Rolly just had surgery, so she cut a little arm and it was bleeding. Nelly was just drunk and out of there. And then we did have the little chihuahua. She came out and screamed a lot and didn't really do too much, hootling and hollering. Now I'm talking about Mariah Lynn. I'm not gonna lie. I like Mariah Lynn. Her little confessionals be funny, and she knows how to be entertaining too. But her fighting skills, or Mariah, her and Krishan, they were a little going at it because she said something about online, and it was just nonsense. Mariah didn't want to fight Krishan. Apparently, they paid Krishan to come to the reunion, not to fight. So she was just there in her headphones. But Mariah did step up to an audience member. Let's check that out. And I have this on my other page, y'all. Y'all want to go check that out? The video on my other page is a little longer, but apparently that chick, she got casted on there too. Her name is Pressure. I don't really know too much about some of these new girls, so I gotta do my little research. And then Saucy said to he tried to throw a little shade and stuff at Scotty and Janisha. He was telling them, how did Janisha feel about Scotty being pregnant and all that? Because allegedly they used to all sleep together and have threesomes, and Lemmy left her to be with Scotty, but it's a place and time. I do care, but then now it's who gives a damn. Scotty's pregnant at this point. Move on. If y'all want to have a separate show to do, have that conversation. But as far as now, it is what it is. Like him and Janisha wasn't even married this whole time. We think they married, and apparently, Lemmy and Scotty got an open relationship. We know Scotty ain't really that happy. Come on, but hopefully part 2 would be a little better, a little more entertaining. See what happened. I think this was the boringest reunion. But this season overall, it probably was a 6 because everybody was pretty much good friends. And pretty much it was everybody against Summer, basically. And some other girls. It didn't really get too much this season. This is chapter 2, y'all. We got over 30-something girls in the house. We got some Jocelyn girls going to be in here. We got special guests. Gorilla, her sister is going to be there. Brorilla. And this is just nonsense, y'all. Why we have to have so many people? We need to start taking some of these older people off the show. And I'm not talking about age. I'm talking about who been on here multiple seasons. Y'all need to get y'all asses off the stage. Let's see. How y'all feel about the girls going wild on here? Because I'm kind of like Bihati, Hurricane, and Daisy's okay. She can stay, but it's another other chick that's from the girls going wild. I'm sorry, but they could have stayed their asses off. Girls Gone Wild, y'all should have done another season 2. Y'all wasn't ready to be on Baddies. I don't know who the hell decided to put y'all on here. Everybody else, I'm okay with that. But like I said, some of the OGs, they could have been left out. But apparently this season, they fighting hard. So I'm all for it. Some of the triple OGs. You see, we got Camilla. You should stay at home too. I'm here for Scarface though, for ET. It's wet. She ain't all that good of a fighter, but she gonna put on the show. I don't really know too much of the other girls, so I gotta learn these hoes too. Let's see. And then we got Big Irie. Well, I'm trying to see what Miss Egypt is gonna do. I'm rooting for her. They got K Rican back on here, which I like K Rican, but she keep getting her ass whooped, and it's kind of at this point. She ain't want to fight since she been here. Jesus. Now, Fauna, she could have stayed at home too. I'm just saying, Fauna, pretty girl, cute girl, everything, but she wasn't really giving it. And then we got Amber. Like I said, I don't really know too much about some of the other girl. Pressure, I don't really know too much about her. So I got to learn some of these girls, y'all. DJ Sky currently. Oh, they got DJ Blue Diamond. Okay. Guess we're going to see another season of Versus the DJs. Which nobody asked for that. Okay, let's go. Tommy. I don't understand how Tommy be being casted. Like, how you get so many chances? She don't barely even be there. Now, I am a little shocked because I thought Jayla was gonna be there. To me, I feel like Rolly and Jayla could be over the girls because Jayla got that mother instinct. And Tommy has supposed to have been helping Rolly on last season, but we see how that turned out. Let's see. Who else? This season, I don't feel like Summer's gonna be her in the big three. I'm in the big three no more, but I'm still claiming y'all hoes the big three. I ain't got time to be. Anyways, I feel like they not gonna really get too much. Hopefully, don't get too much TV time because it's about the same old. I don't feel like Summer's gonna be the breakout star because we got a lot of girls this season, a lot of different personalities, and I think this season she might keep her mouth shut. Yeah. So let's jump into some of the drama. Let's see what's been going on with some of these girls, y'all. No, this is Scarface, y'all.
Yes, I'm cool rolling.
Okay. How many fights have you been in already?
8.
8? What is it, day 2?
Yes.
8 fights, day 2, guys. Day 2. Shit. Right, I want to ask something else. Has Daisy fought Rolly yet? They're asking if you're cool with Rolly. You are, right?
Yes, I'm cool rolling.
Yeah.
I am.
What they look like?
How many fights have you been in already?
You forgot that her and Rolly had Baddies West herself. But I remember at the reunion where ET left and Rolly felt some type of way. So I'm glad that they're cool again. I actually like them both together. That's ET talking about she don't fall like people so far. And that's only filming of day 2 or day 4, they said. But we know she be lying sometimes, so we got to take that with a grain of salt. But I'm here for if you find 8 girls already, girl. Let me find out. We know ET will get in there. Let's check out somebody else. Let's see what Tasiki's talking about. And you know what? Let me skip that on. Cal, Amber. So Amber got in a fight with Tasiki. And apparently she had to go to the hospital for stitches, y'all. So let's jump into that video. And I don't really know too much about Amber, so.
This girl's lying saying that this came from a punch. Anybody knows this is not from a punch. I gotta deal with this on my eye. That's a cut as well, the little circle. Still pretty. No filter at all, actually. Wait, can I just put something down here?
Okay. Comments, if y'all know stuff about Amber, let me know. Like, I don't know too much about her, y'all. So give me some updates about Amber. But these girls get on here and just be yapping, telling us every little thing that's going on. Now, let's get into, another one I was interested about, Big Lex versus Camilla. And apparently Camilla went home, y'all. It says Camilla speaks on her exit from Baddies US on Chapter 2, Safe Production told her to leave.
So I'm gonna leave. Barely. It's full of shit. I wasted my time. And I'm gonna have all this vlog so you guys can see me. Right now I'm moving around and trying to get out this room, y'all, because at this point, they're telling me I gotta get out my room. So I'm leaving. And yeah, I just got a text message after trying to call production since 9 in the morning. They just responded to me and they're going to say, oh, you can go home. But I'm going to just tell y'all real. My contract was only for 3 days anyway. Barely. It's full of shit. I wasted my
Girl, if you knew your contract was for 3 days, why did you complain it then? Yeah, it's time for your ass to go home. I'm up here thinking like, apparently she got her ass beat up in 3 days. See what else been going down, y'all. They ain't got too much of the reunion part 1 because it was just, I ain't gonna lie, it was just boring, dry. And some of that's talking about the Daisy. See, I don't want to click on too much because I want to be surprised at what happened through the season because they like to tell every little thing that happens and it's kind of like I'm signing a contract. They just tell, we don't know the whole season. I think chapter 2 would be a lot more interesting and plus it's going to be more entertaining, more fights, not everybody's versus one person. Some of the OGs, y'all could have stayed at home though. Like, don't need to be here every season. Some of these girls, give other girls a chance. If it's going to be 30 girls, can we just get 30 new girls? But who are y'all looking forward to see this season? Comment below. Thanks for watching.